Okay, so now that we got all the stuff from Scary Farm kind of blown over at the Nightmares Revealed event, we get to go back to the farm and find out where they are on their normal progress. We're gonna start at the hotel and we're gonna find out where exactly this is, because I haven't actually been through here in, I think, months. So let's see where exactly they are in accordance to their planned reopening date. So last time we were here, they had the tents up. I don't know if they were doing a wedding here or what it was, but the tennis courts are gone. You can still see where they had the net up. They have all these boxes here where they had the tennis net, and they painted over the actual court. So this is probably going to be used for maybe special events or something. I'm not sure. More on that, I guess, when we get the info. Working on this entrance. They have the guests coming around the back now to the pool's still closed too. So revising their buffet serving time. 8 to 10 now. New floor, okay. Got the new checkouts in the lobby here. That looks good. So this wall's still going up. No, it looks like there's no progress going on at the 30 Acres kitchen. And it's not obviously going to be open for Scary Farm this year, to a lot of people's chagrin. It looks like they're working on the wiring, getting all the technical stuff done before they actually can mess with the facade. There's a lot going on in there. It still says fall 2023. Seems like a far off time, but who knows? Maybe they get cooking. I was leaving, almost forgot to get this spot. All the trucks and tractors are gone now, though. So maybe they're just gonna leave this until they're done in the front, and they'll finish back here. They're working on that wall back there. A couple doors and maybe some big windows. That's gonna look really cool when it's done. It's nice to actually go in there and see some sort of movement on it. It's been a long time since I've been in there. There's so many spider webs on these pines. Looks like everything's kind of floating. But anyway, I know they still have a lot of technical stuff to get done. There's still a lot of things to go. There's still a lot of things that are happening underneath the skin. You never know how busy the Legacy store is going to be, though. So get a line going. Oh, still a giant list of rides that are still closed. Well, hopefully it's not as packed as it was this weekend, so that won't be so crazy. It's tough when half the park is closed and you've got 8,000 people walking around trying to figure out what to do next. Oh, but they brought these cash stations back. The big question in a lot of people's mind is, what's going on with Ghost Rider? Still down. I don't know. It was open for the Nightmare Revealed event, and then they shut it back down again. So this is weird. I don't know. Last week before the event, there were guys working up there almost every day, and then they opened it Thursday, and then they closed it again Friday morning. And now I don't see anybody working anywhere. I have no idea. I mean, the trains are still on the track. They didn't put the trains away, so they must be planning on reopening again soon, sometime. This just kind of bums me out. They still got the Ghost Town Alive sound effects going on, but Ghost Town Alive is no more. I think it's 1 or 2 more weekends, and then they're gonna call it for the year until next May. So that always kind of bums me out. I know I always wait for the end of summer, but it's the goodbyes. The goodbyes are what get to me. I'll tell you what, with all the speculation and stuff, this place is just kind of a museum. There's nobody around. You can just hang out in one of their coffins. And Hiram's heartbeat is still alive and ticking. Somebody should probably dig him up. His heart's been beating for years now. And just like that, the Summer Nights sign is back up on the stage. 2 weekends left, right? Is that what it is? Or is it just this weekend? Maybe it's just this weekend. Maybe, I don't know. I've been messing that up since they extended it. And then after that, the stage will transform into a little circus. A scary circus. Let's see if the Blind Tiger has any Devil's Elixir early. See if we can't get maybe a pre-order or something.
Ollie, quiet! I think it's the cops.
No, I'm looking for some...
I'm sorry, you'll have to come back later. I'm doing the dishes. I think they bought it.
I guess we'll just come back later. I guess we're doing the dishes or something. Still kind of bothers me that even though the park opens at 10 o'clock every morning, half the stuff like the little drink refill kiosks and stuff, the refresh stations, they don't open till like 11 or noon in some places, which makes it kind of hard to plan for things sometimes. I guess the food stuff being not opening until noon is okay because they don't serve breakfast anywhere here except for the Ghost Town Bakery, which only serves burritos and a couple pastries. But these refresh stations, especially in the midst of summer, not being open till 12 in most places, it's kind of a bummer because it's 10:15 now and it's hot out here. I could use a drink. So just know that you do have to hunt for stuff. I also going to eat a little crow here. I stand corrected. This station has been a lot more permanent than I thought it would. I thought that this would be gone by August, but they're keeping it around. Meanwhile, they're still testing Xcelerator. Of course, I'm never lucky enough to be here while they're doing test runs, but every time I come, they've got different kinds of weights on the carts themselves. They had water jugs on the other day, and before that, they had the little sandbags. They don't have any dates yet. Everybody's speculating Scary Farm opening. That timing seems to make sense, and it would be a nice little addition to an already packed 50th anniversary event. So we just have to kind of wait and see. We're kind of at the mercy of Knott's at this point. And again, the Revolution is down. We have no idea what happened with this end Soul Spin, but ever since they opened this summer, they've been down a lot more than they've been up. We have no idea. Maybe these rides just can't handle the volume that they're taking and the heat that it is. I mean, the thing is it's comparatively to other theme parks, it's not even ever that hot here. I think the hottest it's been here this year was yesterday. It was 100 for a second, and then like upper 90s. But I don't know. I mean, luckily I think there's enough in Fiesta Village to kind of carry the load while those two are down, but after, too long, people are going to start asking questions. And I think it's all but a foregone conclusion now that MonteZOOma is done for the year. The hopes are now opening January 2024. There hasn't been any word on any kind of advancement in where they are with this, and it doesn't look like they've touched it since summer started. But this, in some respects, is kind of Knott's in a nutshell right now. I mean, they've got a lot of projects that they're working on all at the same time, not to mention Camp Snoopy that they started, a month ago or so, before this one was even really in the books, or really even in the final stages of being in the books. Remember, this was supposed to open in May with everything else over in Fiesta Village, and they have quietly just kind of shut it down. Now, I know that there were rumors saying that the Knott's was having issues with Comeback about the cost of all the product to get everything in the cars and stuff, but we haven't heard if they resolved it or what. I guess we won't know until maybe closer to the end of the year, maybe after Scary Farm is done. And as far as the Camp Snoopy progress, still not a whole lot going on. They got the whole thing bulldozed. Oh, Monster Energy to help them bulldoze. There's still no word, obviously, about what they're going to put in the place of the Timberland Twister and the Camp Bus. Obviously, all the speculation goes toward the Snoopy's railway that they have. They're thinking of putting a clone of that from the ride from, I think it's Canada's Wonderland. I think it's where that one is. I don't see the room for it. I was under the impression they were going to bulldoze basically that entire side. So they were going to take out the two rides that they took out, along with mud buggies and the boat, the river adventure. But it looks like they're keeping the boat and they're keeping the mud buggies in place. So they've just got the footprint of the 2 rides, and that's not big enough to house any kind of family coaster. Obviously, Knott's is very good at keeping secrets, but they kept all the trees there, and they kept the little mountain that was next to the playground and the gazebo. So, you know, they could be waiting to take the trees out. Those probably wouldn't take too long, maybe a day or so to get rid of all the trees. But then you lose all that shade. So maybe they're waiting for it to cool down. I don't know. It's just weird that this is a project that they started undertaking before they even began the completion of MonteZOOma's Revenge. Let's not forget about all these chilling chambers they got going up. This is gonna be my jam. I already know it. If it's half as good as Pumpkin Eater was, this is gonna be the highlight of the night. Every night we go. Oh yeah, we forgot about Woodstock's airmail too. That's also down. I heard they may actually be moving this to another part of the park. How true that rumor is, we'll have to wait and see. Not a super reliable source, but I mean, it's still taken out of the ground. They're still working on it, so who knows. It's weird that this ride all of a sudden decided to go down Wednesday too, and it hasn't reopened since. No idea what's going on. It's starting to weird me out how many rides are closing down at the same time though. And don't forget, if you're coming to Scary Farm this year, you have to do the depths and dark entities. Say goodbye. They're going away this year. Give them a proper burial. So, seeing all the rides down, I keep asking questions about why they're down. And I'm walking around the park and I'm noticing that it's empty because it's an off season. And then I came to the realization, because I'm slow with these things, that of course, this is when you would have your ride refurbs, right? Because it's about to get really busy for Scary Farm, and then you got Merry Farm right after that. So, yeah, Summer Nights is done. Ghost Town Alive is done, you know, with the exception of a couple weekends. Why wouldn't you refurbish all the big attractions that your park boasts about? Have them ready to go for when the park is about to get busy again. You guys are probably saying that the whole video, like, yeah, of course they're down. You know, this is refurb season. I didn't think about that till just now when I had my long walk back to the car, because I don't think about these things, all right?